everyone, I'm back again with another Witmer's Ventures video, and in this one it's going to be a mixture of a Witmer's Ventures plus a Witmer's Critiques, as I'm about to head out to Twin Valley Coffee and try out essentially their treat of the month, which is now the Frosted Cinnamon Bun Latte, or cold brew if you're interested in that. But for today's purposes, I'm specifically trying out their latte, and if you're interested to see how this treat is, keep watching. Again, I'm not going too far into kind of a review kind of thing. It's sort of like when I did that video on the Shamrock Shake, where I'm going to give it some kind of, rating towards the end of the video of how the drink is and everything. But overall, it's not really the big kind of overall thing in terms of the review. But overall, I just kind of want to go out, get it, and just see how the day kind of goes. It's pretty nice out right now. And with that being said, let's head on out to Twin Valley Coffee. I just made it to Twin Valley Coffee, so it's now time to go get the drink. Again, Twin Valley Coffee is just a local kind of coffee place that's around me, and then they have like 3 other locations and everything. But right now I'm just in the Eagle View location for it. Every month or so, they usually have some kind of new treat that they have for their featured treats. And this month it just happens to be the Frosted Cinnamon Bun cold brew, which also comes in a latte form as well. And the latte form is the one I'm getting today. And I would have done this earlier in the month, this kind of getting towards the end of April, but unfortunately time and life kind of got in the way, and this is just the time I was able to come out here to do it. So I'm gonna go in and go get that treat. And there it is now acquired. Now it's just a matter of finding a place to go give this a taste test. I'll be honest, I was going to show a little bit more of what it looked like on the inside of Twin Valley Coffee, but if you've been to any kind of coffee place, it's all kind of similar in some forms. I did take a couple pictures, but because it was a little busy on the inside of Twin Valley Coffee, it just felt like it wasn't really the best just to kind of, film around while people were either doing their work or just kind of waiting for their coffee and everything. So I did take a couple pictures while I was in there, which I'll insert now. But not only do they just have coffee, they have little treats here and there that you can get. They also have stuff for little kids. They have little lollipops and stuff. And there was a mom with 2 little kids, and her little, must have been no more than like 3-year-old daughter was he was going up a couple of times to go get some of the lollipops that they had at the register. But not just that, they also have some merch in there. They have some Hydro Flask mugs, some regular coffee mugs, clothing, some shirts, t-shirts, sweatshirts, longer sleeve shirts. They have a good amount of merch selection too that's in there. It's a pretty nice, chill location. If you want to go give it a look out, I'd highly suggest it. I do like Twin Valley Coffee, and I'm looking forward to taste testing this treat. So without further ado, let's go out and find a place and go give this a taste test. It is pretty early out, but there is nobody really on the roads or driving around today. Obviously, like I mentioned, Twin Valley Coffee was pretty busy, but in terms of actually driving around and everything, at least going down this road, it is pretty empty out. I just ended up at the same park as I've been in a couple of other previous videos. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this, I think I came here for that Shamrock Shake video, and also when I did that Tiki Sky review, I also came up here at this park. So it's a nice little quiet place. It's not too busy right now, so I'm gonna go sit down and give this drink a try now. Without further ado, let's finally give this a try. It has been sitting for a couple minutes since I first got it, so it should have cooled down by now. So here goes the first taste test. That is really, really, really good. Although I'm just kind of getting the whipped cream and cinnamon, not really getting a whole like cinnamon bun flavor off the first sip, but it's definitely not too hot at all. Like, how occasionally if you get like a hot coffee, whether it's at Dunkin', Wawa, Starbucks, wherever, and the first drink you get and you burn the tip of your tongue, it's definitely not that, hasn't gotten to that point where it's that warm where you end up burning your tongue. So I'm happy on that front, but After this first sip, it is very good. I will, again, like I mentioned a little bit ago, I will always highly recommend Twin Valley Coffee. They do have a good amount of coffee, definitely a good amount of selection. I think their main thing is doing cold brews and stuff like that. But they do almost anything coffee kind of related. Obviously, I'm doing this in a latte, and well, it is kind of nice out weather-wise. At the moment, I think it's only like in the mid-50s, so, and with a slight breeze, so felt like a nice warm kind of latte would be good. Not only does this Frosted Cinnamon Bun come in a latte, but like I mentioned, in a latte form, but it comes in either iced or hot, whichever kind of latte you prefer, or like I mentioned, a cold brew form as well. A little breeze is making it a nice little chill in the air, so definitely glad that I went with the hot latte form with this drink. But not only that, this does come in two sizes. You get the regular or large. You got the large. The regular size is $4.98, and the large is $5.95. So it's not terrible price wise, I'd say. And it's the same for whether you get the latte or the cold brew form in terms of the pricing. The only thing I will say about it that's like, I can kind of see like the cinnamon bun, kind of like if you're talking about like the kind of glazed cinnamon bun and the cinnamon, because that's like the two flavors I'm kind of getting in this, plus the coffee flavor obviously, but those are two of the main kind of flavors coming through. So I guess on that front it kind of tastes like a cinnamon bun, but to me it's just more like a cinnamon latte than anything else, which is not a downgrade or anything. I still like it. It's still very good, still cinnamony. I just don't know if this is really what I would consider at least in the hot latte form, a straight up like cinnamon bun kind of flavor. But again, it's not bad by any sense. It's very, very good. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I am chucking this thing. It's kind of goes with me saying it's a very good kind of latte and everything, good drink and all. So if I have to give it kind of a rating, I think I'd have to give it probably a 8.5 out of 10 would probably be my rating for this. Again, it's very good, very cinnamony, but I just don't know if it's very cinnamon bun kind of tasting, and that's kind of the thing I was kind of more or less taste testing. An 8.5 still isn't bad. Like, that's still a very high rating I'd give it. But I guess I'm thinking most of the ratings I've given so far in this, I think this is the highest rating I've given something. A lot of it I'm kind of not stingy on, but I think in order to get it to like a 9 or a 10, it has to be like absolutely like one of the best versions of this drinks I've ever had, and I don't think it's that kind of caliber, but it is still very good. And if you want to give it a taste test, I would highly suggest it. Like I said, Twin Valley Coffee, I'd highly suggest, and this drink I'd highly suggest. Now I just feel like I have to get it in a cold brew form just to kind of give it a comparison on that front. But I think it very much would be a very similar taste test, or very similar taste to it. The only difference would be, obviously, instead of it being hot, it would just be on ice. But yeah, outside of that, I think that's pretty much it. I have like one little sip left in this drink, so obviously that kind of goes with the thinking of how much I liked it and all. But yeah, definitely get it. Definitely get this drink. I'd highly suggest it. So far, I haven't had a bad drink at Twin Valley Coffee, so whether it's this drink or any coffee or cold brew or latte, whatever your drink kind of is form, you'll be guaranteed to kind of enjoy it from there. And I highly suggest this over like a Starbucks or a Dunkin'. So with that being said, I think that's it for this video, and until next time, I'll see you. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. I will say, I don't think I'm going to try every treat that comes out every month from Twin Valley Coffee, but if there's one that piques my interest, I will probably go out, give it another taste test like I did today. Go out, kind of find a place to kind of give it a nice little taste test. If there's any other places you guys want me to kind of look out and kind of give it a taste test or treat of the month kind of thing, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to go and give it a try.